You don't read people by watching their arms cross. Why? Because body language is a reactive game. It is slow, unreliable, and easily faked. A cold room makes someone cross their arms. A rehearsed liar will look you straight in the eye. To truly read someone, you must stop being a passive observer. You must become an active elicitor. You read them by hacking their cognitive load, manufacturing false intimacy, and watching their mask shatter in real time. This is the complete cold reading playbook. The exact psychological techniques used by FBI profilers, master interrogators, mentalists, and con artists to decode any human being in under 5 minutes. No body language gimmicks, no NLP pseudoscience, just pure systematic behavioral profiling through active elicitation. Let us begin. Number 1. The barium meal. In espionage, a barium meal is a specific marked lie fed to a suspected double agent. If the secret leaks, the traitor is identified. In cold reading, you feed a false detail to test someone's honesty, or check if they are wearing a mask of compliance. Imagine you suspect someone of lying about their whereabouts or their actions. You introduce a false premise as if it were a known fact. You might say, "I saw that the street you took was completely blocked by construction yesterday." Or, "I heard that the manager you met with was recently fired." If they are hiding something, their brain must work double time. If they agree with your false premise to avoid conflict or maintain their lie, they swallow the barium meal. Their mask is caught. A person who agrees with a false detail you fabricated is either actively lying to you, or they are desperately trying to please you. Either way, they are hiding their true face. Number 2. The rainbow ruse. People are not simple. We are walking contradictions. We are brave, yet terrified. We are generous, yet selfish. The rainbow ruse is a linguistic trick that attributes a specific personality trait to a person and then immediately follows it with the exact opposite. For example, you say, "You are generally a very quiet and reserved person who keeps to themselves." But when the situation demands it, you can become the center of attention and highly expressive. Or, "You are incredibly loyal to those you care about, but there have been times when you felt a sudden cold urge to just walk away and never look back." Think about it. Both statements are true for almost every human being on Earth. But when you say it to a stranger, they only hear the part that feels deeply personal to them. Their brain filters out the contradiction. They feel an instant, terrifying sense of intimacy. They believe you see their soul. Once they believe you understand them, their psychological guard drops completely. They will begin to volunteer their deepest secrets. Number 3. The Jacques statement. This technique is named after the character Jacques in Shakespeare's As You Like It, who speaks of the 7 stages of human life. The Jacques statement targets the universal crisis of a person's specific life stage with surgical precision. If you are speaking to someone in their early 20s, they are fighting the crisis of identity. You say, "You are working hard to build a future, but you secretly feel like you are just pretending to be an adult, waiting for someone to expose you." If they are in their late 30s or 40s, they face the crisis of regret. You say, "You have achieved stability, but you often look at your life and wonder if you made the right choices, or if you have locked yourself into a cage of your own design." It sounds like a profound psychic reading, but it is just life stage statistics. Everyone at 20 feels like an imposter. Everyone at 40 wonders about the road not taken. When you hit this nerve, their eyes will widen. They will lean in. They will believe you have unlocked their private vault. Number 4. Cognitive load exploitation. The human brain is a processor with limited bandwidth. Maintaining a social mask, telling a lie, or hiding an agenda requires significant mental energy. This is called cognitive load. If you want to see what is behind the mask, you must overload their processor. You do this by disrupting their cognitive rhythm, Ask them to tell their story backwards. Introduce sudden, unrelated questions in the middle of their explanation. Or change the physical environment. When a liar is asked to recount events out of chronological order, their brain crashes. They cannot maintain the consistency of the lie while managing the effort of reverse recall. Watch their physical responses. Under high cognitive load, their micro-expressions slip. Their speech slows down. Their eyes freeze. When the processor is overloaded, the brain abandons the mask to focus on basic processing. The truth leaks out in the lag. Number 5, the compliance shift. You do not need to ask questions to test someone's stance toward you. You can use physical space. This is the compliance shift. It measures dominance and submissiveness through subtle, territorial triggers. While sitting at a table with someone, take a small object, like a salt shaker, a glass of water, or a pen, and place it slightly past the midway line, entering their personal space. Do not draw attention to it. Just leave it there. Now, watch. Do they unconsciously move their own glass away? Do they gently push your object back? Or do they accept the intrusion without reacting? A dominant or defensive person will immediately restore the boundary, either by moving the object or adjusting their own space. A submissive or highly compliant person will allow the intrusion, yielding their territory. You can do the same while walking. Subtly slow down your pace. If they automatically match your speed, they are complying with your lead. If they maintain their pace and force you to catch up, they are holding the dominant position. The body never lies about its submission. Number 6, the drop. The most devastating cold reading technique is the drop. It is the act of stating a brutal, raw truth about someone's character directly to their face, with absolute emotional detachment. You deliver the diagnosis in a flat clinical tone. No anger, no warmth, no judgment. You look them in the eye and say, you pretend you don't care what people think, but you spend your entire life trying to prove your worth to people you don't even respect. The sudden drop of the social filter shocks their nervous system. Humans are used to polite lies or emotional attacks. They do not know how to handle cold clinical exposure. Their defenses shatter. They cannot fight back because you are not attacking. You are merely observing. They cannot laugh it off because your tone is serious. In their confusion, they will look to you for validation, seeking to repair the damage to their ego. The person who drops the truth becomes the architect of their psychological reality. Understanding these techniques is not about manipulating the weak or playing parlor tricks. It is about developing a clinical, detached eye. It is about understanding that the social world is a theater of performances, and most people are desperate for someone to see past their script. When you understand how the mask is built, you can no longer be controlled by it. How to protect your own mind. 1. Never volunteer details when someone makes a vague statement. 2. Catch yourself when you unconsciously match someone's physical pace or space. 3. Maintain a quiet, slow response time to prevent cognitive overload. 4. Embrace your contradictions so the rainbow ruse cannot disarm you. 5. Remember that a clinical statement is only as powerful as your need for approval. The playbook is now in your hands. Master the profiling or remain the one being profiled. Rule your mind. Guard your peace. Stay sovereign. If you want to master the architecture of human psychology and reclaim absolute control of your life, subscribe to Psychoul today to join us. The rules are yours. Now, go rule the room.